Hello, my name is Melissa Brett. My husband John and I own and operate Welden Hardware here in the center of Simsbury on Station Street. Fall is in the air, and before you know it, snow will be flying and we'll be dealing with snow blowers, ice melt shovels, and roof ice dams. So before that happens, let me remind you of a few things you should do before the weather gets freezing and all that white stuff starts building up. If you have a snow blower, make sure it runs properly. Many of you hopefully stored it away with good fuel stabilizer, and if your machine has one, you closed the fuel shutoff valve at the end of last winter. Now you should start up your snowblower and make sure the drive and impeller work so you can be sure to hit our first snowstorm with a working snowblower. Businesses such as ours are at full capacity with power equipment repairs, so don't wait until you need your snowblower at the first sign of a storm. Plan ahead and get your equipment tuned up early. Also, surprisingly, we do get a lot of people buying shovels and/or ice choppers because they forgot they broke theirs last year. So check out yours early. Another thing we like to remind our customers about, remember last winter, the big issues with ice dams on the roof and snow piling up? Make sure you have a roof rake on hand. And if you have been putting off installing roof and gutter cables, don't procrastinate any longer. Not only do you need to get the cables installed, you need to have power run to those areas as well. We have heard from several electricians and contractors in town that most of their calls all summer long have been for roof cable installation. So you don't want to delay anymore. If you feel comfortable, you can install the cables yourself. Just remember that you need a ground fault receptacle nearby. When you buy a roof cable, don't just measure your roof length. You need to purchase the correct length roof cable. You cannot cut or splice an additional one on, as that could result in a fire or malfunction. There are several calculations you need to figure out. You'll need to know the length of your roof line, the distance of your overhang, and if you want to place it in your gutter and or downspout, and all those measurements. And if there are any dormers or valleys that become trouble spots with ice dams as well, you want to install the cables there. There are options to roof cables, primarily to have an add-on thermostat, so the cables only turn on if the temperature is below 35 degrees. There are also controllers that not only turn on the cable when the temperature dips to freezing, but will also turn on only if moisture is detected. There are a lot of things to think about before installing the cables. If you don't feel safe or comfortable installing roof cables, hire a licensed and insured contractor to do the job. So if you have any other questions about preparing for this winter or have a suggestion for us, don't hesitate to ask. Come on down or visit our website at www.weldenhardware.com. I look forward to the next edition of Headlines Simsbury. Remember, we're at your service. Thank you and God bless.